Kisama Yunder. That's my way of saying I'm going to review an anime today. Yes, sugoi, sugoi, sugoi. Today I'm going to be reviewing Attack on Titan Season 3. I know it is late, no one probably cares anymore, but it is what I'm going to review, so let's get into it. Yeah.
Wait. What the heckin' frick?
Oh no. Please no. Don't do this.
The opening. The opening. I'm sorry. How did we get from this to this? From that stark, awesome, you know, all that like whoa kind of stuff to like, I don't get it. And don't get me wrong, right? The issue here isn't that it's less fighty and like sorry, it's this way. It's not so much that it's not about that anymore. It's the art style sometimes of that opening makes me want to die. How did we get from that really stark, like very shadowy kind of style in every one of the openings except for this one to this like kind of playful, chibi like whoa, what? And sure, maybe make it lighter, but it's a monstrosity on this earth, in my opinion. Okay, opening out of the way. And in my opinion, it's an important thing to talk about because one of the things that people love about anime is the openings. It's always been one of the big things with animes is the opening. So opening out of the way, I'm not happy with it. The other ones make me yes, but this one makes me go ah, you know? It's such a beautifully made shame in the sense of the animation is as good as it's ever been with Attack on Titan. I mean, Season 1 was the peak, but Season 3 still looks amazeballs and has some super just, ooh, you know, like down here, like woo moments. It has a lot of those, but, and this sometimes happens with animes. For me, you get them weeaboo moments. So no. Now, as for the story, I like where it goes. I do like where it goes, but I don't. Okay, so if you don't know, my favorite character is Commander Irvin. I love that guy. Now, one of the reasons why I do like this season is because he has so many oh yes moments, you know, he has so many of those. But at the same time, there is this woman, and her name is Krista or Historia, whichever one you want to go by. Historia is her proper name, you know. And I like her character arc, don't get me wrong, I like it. I like the idea of it. But the way it is executed just makes me want to execute myself. You know? Like, so bad. Like, you know when you watch an anime, and for some reason this always happens with the woman in anime, I don't know why, maybe it's some weird thing with Japan. But you know, like, whenever like a kind of cutesy girl in anime get like they start trying to make her like stronger, more fierce, she always be like Yokisama Nandaru instead of actually sounding like there's a presence there that I want to respect. Like, you know? Like like I respect Chi-Chi's authority more than I respect Historia's authority. And that's bad, because Chi-Chi is a housewife, and she's an annoying one at that. I liked the idea of what Historia's character arc is meant to be, but the way she talks just annoys me so much that I can't take it seriously, and that's probably just for me. But, okay, enough ranting and raving on her, because she's not that bad. You know, her character arc's good, her character is good, it's just the voice actor that makes me want to, you know? But now let's talk about the actual atrocity here. and his name is Eren Yeager. Okay? And what's wrong with Eren Yeager is how much self-pity he feels for himself. Now, I get that this is kind of a character arc thing. Don't get me wrong, I get that. But it's so overdone here. It's cringy most of the time. And that this is where the weeaboo shit comes in again for me. It's like, I don't mean it like, I like anime, but okay, this was just bad. Like, I get him wanting for him to die because he's caused so much issue for people or something like that, but it goes too far. It goes too far. He's like, oh, I'm not useful. Kill me. Just kill me. I'm not useful. I've caused so much pain. I'm not useful. And he just like screams it in every second he can. Instead of maybe when they're sitting at a table eating, which happens quite a few times actually, when they're sitting at a table having a meeting, eating, whatever, he never brings it up then like a normal human. He never goes, you know guys, something's been on my mind. In the most opportune moments for humanity, he goes, just kill me! And you're like, okay, Eren. You know? And I know it's meant to be a character arc, but at the same time, it just feels so cringily written. I can't stand it. Oh, and Mikasa is just, I don't know. I loved her in the first season. Second season, I was like, what are you doing? You're annoying and stupid. Season 3, I'm like, okay, so you're irrelevant now. I guess that's better than annoying and stupid. I don't like where they've taken Mikasa. Okay. Let me talk about positives for a second. I have talking about how awesome the animation is, but that's a given with Attack on Titan. When the guy who makes the manga makes such bad art, they have to really ramp it up for the anime. But yeah, what is good in Attack on Titan, besides animation style, is the overall story arc. The overall story arc is, you know, I love the overall story arc of Attack on Titan Season 3. It's a good one. I like that it doesn't focus so much on just killing Titans and slashing all this bullshit. It's actually a lot more character focused, a lot more about the politics of the world. I did like that. It's a lot more about the regime of, you know, who's ruling everything. It's a lot more about the corruption and the like conspiracies, and I thought that was a cool change because just slashing up Titans was getting a little bit boring, and we learned a lot more about Eren's father, and I really liked that, and we just learned about a lot more about every character, especially Levi and this new guy Kenny, who raised him, if you can if you could say it that way. He turned him into a killer. That's what he did, and then he left him. Yeah, great. Anyway, so I really like that. That was my favorite, besides Commander Irvine, because Commander Irvine is live. Besides that aspect, Levi and Kenny was the best thing in the series. It was a great thing to learn about. It was really awesomely done and well written, and yeah, I liked it. It is good. It was like, and every time Kenny and Levi were on screen together, you could feel that tension. You could feel that like, oh, what's gonna happen now? You know, you could feel that. You really could. It was pretty sick, because for me, I don't know, when you have two characters with opposing motives but they have a past of kind of goodness, even though Kenny was a bit of a, you know, bad guy, but you know, he helped Levi when he needed him most. When you have that like kind of history and like that conflict, it's like, oh, it's going to get spicy now, you know. I'm running out of breath from it, but now believe me, if Commander Irvine isn't your favorite, and he has one moment in this, which I will say is probably the best moment in all of Attack on Titan history, it has to do with the politics and the conspiracies and all this other shit, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's really cool. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. Besides that stuff, Attack on Titan Season 3 is good. Especially if you're one of those people who watches way more anime than me and likes the whole screamy, shouty, overdone sort of, well, I'm not gonna say overdone, but you know, it's a style of the whole like shouting and like Goiki-sama all the time. If you like that, you're gonna love Attack on Titan Season 3, but because besides the stuff that makes me personally cringe,
but you watch Dragon Ball, you dumbass.
You would like it. It's just a preference thing. But I can understand how good the story is in Attack on Titan Season 3. I can understand that. It is a really good story. And, you know, That's what I gotta say. It's a really good story. But just for me, it has too much cringe in it. Too much cringe. Like, it was a great watching experience, but I wouldn't watch it again because there's so many times I was watching and I was like, oh, you know, there's just too many times like that. If I could put it artistically, you know, there were too many times like that. Now, what I will say to end this off when it comes to Attack on Titan, guys, is that it is worth watching in terms of there's so much story that happens, there's so much character development that happens, there's so much plot shiznit that happens. I really like it. I really like how it went away from the style of just slashing titans and they actually used their brains more and, you know, they kind of dealt with corruption and stuff. I like that. It's really great. So, now it is time for my final rating and I'm going to give it a Kisama Weeaboo out of 10. Which, if you want to understand what that means, if you're more like me, you watch anime very casually, you pretty much only watch the shonen stuff, and you don't delve too deep into the, like, stuff where it's just, yeah, then I would say it's a 7 out of 10 for you. But if you're the kind of person who just really loves anime, and the stuff that I find cringe at times, if you find that's, if that's like your personal preference, I would give it a 9 out of 10 or 8.5 out of, you know, it's hard for me to rate this one, but I would say if you like me, 7 out of 10, okay, because it's undeniable how well it was made. And if you are more inclined to that sort of stuff, I'd give it an 8.59ish out of 10. Reason for that, because you won't feel as much cringe as me. But, I make a big but, the season technically isn't over. It's taking a half break until next year. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing, but it's fine. Actually, that just means more quality. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this review? I know it was a bit over the place, but I decided to stand up and see what happens. I get way more energetic. But this has been the Randy Andy Show, and I hope to see you in the next one. Like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Comment down below what you thought of Attack on Titan Season 3, what you thought of the video, what I should change, I don't know. And I will see you in the next one. Kiss up!